Hey, welcome to Sipper Social Club. I'm Jeremy, and tonight I am reviewing the Glendronach Portwood Edition. Port maturation in Scotch whiskey for me is always kind of hit or miss. How will this perform at the plate? I'll let you know when I nose it, taste it, and give it a mark. Alright, so the Portwood Edition coming in at 46% ABV. It says it's finished in port pipes from Portugal. It doesn't really necessarily say how long that finish is for or what was matured before it. I have kind of looked online. Some people are saying that it's a Oloroso and PX that's a 3-year finish in port, giving a total age of around 10 years. That's not official, so I can't really go by it, but it does say natural color on the bottle. It does not say anything about chilled filtration. However, let's see how this is on the nose. So, really nice red berries, kind of like that field unwashed raspberry note that I really like. And kind of like a blackberry kind of note, kind of round out the berry kind of fruit that you kind of get right off the hop. Just maybe like some like fresh coffee bean kind of aroma as well. It's very faint. But then what you get is this kind of weird funkiness. It's almost like a musty, wet, kind of damp wood, like a weird oak funk that kind of comes in with this kind of pencil shavings kind of note that's kind of off-putting. There's something weird about this on the nose. And this is what I'm talking about port maturation, is sometimes it just kind of gives you this imbalance of weird kind of notes to it. I think that's what we got going on here, but let's see how this is on the palate. So the fruit there, again, it's good. It's like blackberry, raspberry, kind of like darker fruits. Very nice. Maybe some like new leather kind of note too, which is pretty decent. But then this funkiness kind of carries over to the finish. It's like this, I don't know, this like moldy kind of cheese. Like, it's weird because, you know, I've talked about funky notes like in Springbank, for example, but those seem to kind of fit the profile. Here, it kind of feels like it's kind of an outlier. Like, it just hurts that fruit balance. And I'm hit with the pencil shavings kind of note again. I know that on certain whiskeys, that's like a pleasurable kind of note. Here, it's not really working for me that much. It's this like musty, weird, damp oak kind of note with this like funky characteristic. It clashes with the fruit. The fruit notes are pretty solid. It's just this weird aspect to it that does not jive well with me. And I feel like that's where we come to with port maturation in Scotch whiskey. Some of it's great, some of it just misses the mark. For me, this one misses the mark. I remember a long time ago purchasing the Glendronach peated Portwood. That was pretty much the worst Scotch whiskey, the worst single malt Scotch whiskey I have ever tasted in my life. I bought 2 bottles thinking I would love it. It was not good. I think I bought those bottles just before I started this channel, so I never actually had an official review of it. I think I gave a bottle of it to Raw Whiskey in the Six and he reviewed it, but I think that was one of the most disappointing purchases that I'll never forget. It was awful. This Glendronach Portwood Edition, I believe the bottling date is like 2021. I'm not sure if they're actually still making this or still releasing this to this day. This bottle is on loan from my good friend Mike. Mike, thank you so much for letting me review this. Although it's not my favorite, let's get to the score. Score-wise for me on this one, so I'm going to give it a 65 out of 100. Now, a lot of people are like, wow, that's like the lowest mark you've ever given to whiskey. I think with scoring, I review mostly whiskey that I purchase that I like, or that I know that I will probably like, and you see my scores pretty much range from 80 to 90. That's kind of the ballpark of where you're gonna see my scores, because that's the whiskey that I really like to drink, and I mostly review stuff that I like. I think it's important to review whiskeys that don't always fall on that scale, that I don't always like. I mean, this is Sipper's Social Club. It's not just whiskey, it's not just single malt Scotch. It's kind of everything. Like, if I was to review Smirnoff vodka, you would see a score reflective of what that is. If you want me to review Smirnoff vodka, put it in the comments down below. I will do it. I mean, scoring anything is finicky at times. But yeah, I think it's important to score stuff on a scale that you don't always normally see. 65 out of 100. Like I said, there was a bottle on loan. Prices for these, I don't really know. I think they're around 100 to 130 Canadian dollars or so. And where this might fit someone's palate, it's just not fitting mine. Do not recommend it. A 65 out of 100, I mean, if you scaled that back and said 6.5 out of 10, I think that most people might agree with that score, even though it's well below where I normally look. If you look at my scale, every single one of my reviews has a scale of where I put each whiskey. So if you look at 65 out of 100, You'll see where it says to avoid it. But let me know your opinion down below if you've tried the Glendronach Portwood. What's your opinion on it? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I should get a higher score? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really much appreciated. Have a good one. Cheers.